Hello guys, welcome to game number 4 that we have right now coming through.
And this is a decent top matchup as well. Like we've seen Keen with a little bit of an opportunity here, but we'll see how it does go. As
I like the picks from T1 better. Ooh,
locked in for
that was quick, Samira.
Which is a little bit sad, but at least the Rel is going to be in the game. Samira Alistair, though, is the OG combo.
Yeah, that's the OG one. You know, we saw Samira Alistair for a really long time. Then once Rel was released, she kind of replaced the Alistair, and then the Alistair came in as a great answer to both champions. But the Alistair just going to be a great answer to Rel in this case. Samira,
let's see what's gonna happen, because I think they're missing some AP damage on the KT side, so T1 can stack a lot of armor and Alistar can be a big factor in that. Let's see.
It's going to be very difficult to actually kill her.
I like the
online in a team fight and spins around. Hey, you've got a decent amount of lockdown here as KT,
I like the draft from
T1
better,
you have to deal with this Nico as well,
because there is lots of comfort picks, Aatrox on the top lane,
I do think
Samira for Guma feels good, Alistar for Keria, Nico for Faker. Faker is quite, you know, universal on the champ, so those are looking like mag shots. Or printed mag shots. Nice.
Potentially final draft here if KT can't turn this around.
Yeah, I think so much of it doesn't even rely on this draft.
And
right?
Renekton on top.
Yeah. Reset their mental, moving onto the rift.
Tristana, I think that Tristana on mid lane is one of the chances for victory somehow. Maybe that's what they are doing, you know, the aiming got a little bit upset after, you know, losing. He can't carry anymore, they need to transfer the carry into BDD, so... But it's gonna be by the power of the AP, so... Let's see what's gonna happen, game number 4! Subarachi, T1! T1 3-1! Dash without the flash! Let's go!
Of course, recordings. They're not actually out there with microphones. Maybe for the final. We can get that one to happen.
Let's see. And honor on the Viego, of course. You know, that's his comfort pick.
Imagine if you were watching the co-stream and you actually
that's his very comfort pick. So
you get to see it live whilst also hearing it live at the same time. As all right, BDD going to be fighting with Faker here as the face gets more and more angry.
Take the bait here.
Yeah, he should be going back.
Knockup, that would have been pretty disastrous, but we'll actually just get a positive trade and send Faker home early. Pretty so early that it won't really affect Faker too much, but it's going to cost him.
No, it's still better to go back in this case, yeah. You won't lose too much, and HP needs to be substantially better. You know, you don't want to take your ward right away.
And that was, I think there are on both compositions 2 carries, right? For KT, you have the Tristana and the Varus. Well, and on T1, you have, I mean, as you
that's just 1 minion lost, so.
Samira, I'm going to go with 4.
Not absolute, you know, disaster.
Yeah, I was saying Viego. I wasn't saying I wasn't really saying Nico's going to be.
Oh, you weren't saying Nico? Oh, yeah.
I was just saying, like, Nico's going to engage, and then there's 3 carries.
Oh, lands 13-1. Nice stats. 5-2-1-0-1-1. 3-2-5-0 on Zeus on Aatrox. So.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's not in terms of damage output is really what I'm talking about, because obviously the combo can be good as
another hook going to come in, and there is
that was nice. That was nice. I like that Keria is countering the hands in that way. He's like, no, I know what you can do, and I can counter it and you can be dead.
But this matchup here in 2023 Summer has been 3 of the 4 games against Zeus is 100% win rate on this champion, but he's got 3 of the 4 wins in this matchup. So saying a lot more about him, I think, than it does about the matchup itself. As
quite right.
Down in the bottom lane despite that
we have early level of the game.
So that trade comes through and Keria gets like a cool flash headbutt and stuff like that, but Gumi usually still can't approach minions.
Yeah,
so
it's like 2 minions for Guma.
Still, now that the wave has crashed, he will be alright. And aiming goes back, grabs himself a cull. and is
Yeah,
going
but
to
that's
be
still,
feeling pretty
you know,
good
this is just an
about
early
situation.
disadvantage of
So in
Samira
team
not having a
fights,
range, so
if you kill the Samira, you still have to kill the
I
Aatrox,
wouldn't
and
be
there are so many
much
ways to get just one
obliged
reset for
about
any of these
it.
champions. If Zeus is going for the Duskblade, which I think he probably will this game, then you get a kill for him, he becomes untargetable. Can't kill him, can't
Yeah,
kill the
same
Samira
for here.
spinning
Zeus
around,
has level
and then the
4
Viego is
compared to
becoming
actually
untargetable
the
as he's
level
starting to
3
take
of Keen,
over and
so
possess some of those champions. So
the rest
that's what
farm
I'm
looking
concerned about here for
solid.
KT in these team fights. They need
How?
to get the resets for the Tristana first, and it's
Oh yeah,
almost like
there's a lot of
a
caster
battle
minions,
of
that's
who
why
can
he
get
was
that
having a
first
level
secured
advantage.
illumination. And I think that T1 have a lot better setup with this Alistar here and the Pop Blossom from Faker to make that first pick happen.
Yeah, I kind of agree, and I also think that it's not even
I
necessarily
like that the Faker
setup
is
that they
able
have. They just have
to
counter.
go
And
against
so
the
if
BDD
you have
evenly
a
this
Rel
time, you
engage
know,
go
he
in, of
doesn't have
course,
to go
why is the Alistar picked?
pick
Often
on the
it's
back.
picked to make
Sorry,
sure
play on
that
the back.
that Magnet Storm isn't going to be as dangerous as Cuz just decides to do a bit of a face plant. Sometimes you want to do that. As the ward goes in, doesn't actually make it over the wall.
Yeah, he doesn't
So
know
will
if the
now
ward is
have to
there
path all
anymore.
the way around. Owner is going to spot him out. And that's just a big old whoopsie. As Zeus trying to look for that third Q, I believe, did find a fair bit of the damage. As now Cuz is moving up over the board here. Zeus knows exactly what's going on.
No, they won't
As
be
he
able to
crashes
take
down,
them.
does make it out this time. But still, Zeus
Oh,
going aggressive.
that was a
Cuz
good
loses
damage.
so much of his health bar. Owner going to be able to get a big old
Yeah,
crash
just 2 skills.
alongside Zeus.
If he gets over the wall there, Zeus is under threat. Maybe he has to flash, and you know that's the angle. That's what he wants to look for here. But instead, unfortunately, he's just kind of walking right up into the waiting arms of the Viego counter gank, and Keen just can't make anything happen here. So well handled by T1 once they identify
Very
it.
nice.
Owner just books it
Clean,
top
but you know,
lane
at this
here, and
point,
that angle they were looking for, not successful.
nothing
That being said,
exciting
still a pretty
is pretty
significant
much
CS
happening.
advantage here. Zeus
If
is
they
going to
will
walk back
pick
to
up
lane
someone,
now, and we'll
it's
catch
gonna
some of
happen.
that
Let's
wave,
see
but
where the first
Keen
break
getting
and
some
second
small
break and
advantages early on in the
Heralds go
Renekton matchup,
into.
as we were talking about, can feel
Yeah,
very
that's
nice
Hex
in the
Flash,
early game, but
Yeah.
could have been much better.
farming,
Certainly could have.
farming,
And we do have
farming.
an AD carry in this game, right? Like sometimes you see the Varus is picked up
Yeah,
and
it's
you're
10,
like, oh,
10
well, I guess there's no consistent
10
damage.
CS
And then the
ahead,
team's
but
like,
look,
oh,
it's
but
like
we've got
1, 2,
Azir, but that doesn't normally work
3, 8
quite
in
as
this
well
whole
as something
wave.
like a
So
Tristana,
if you
which is
pick them
just a
all,
legitimate AD carry
he's
threat
good.
in the later stages of the game. We saw BDD play fantastically well in game number 1. Finally, going back to what they were winning on earlier on in the series. It feels like an eon ago.
Only the top lane has
that
having
KT
the
did have
advantage
some
in
forward
CS.
momentum.
So
This game,
we'll see.
they are already ahead by a decent margin. As Faker is disguising himself as owner, moving in to try and clear out some vision to grab themselves this one as Keen. Iron Spike Whip actually working out on his Renekton this time. Having it
There's
at
a Drake fight.
timing
I need
where
to
it's
go
actually
for
relevant. Just Cuz
a
is going to
Waterloo,
see
but
this
I
Drake
will
being
wait
taken,
up.
Not going to be able to contest. He wants to.
He is just gone.
Haha, nice.
That may have actually
Denied.
saved Cuz's life.
Right, you right
He
back.
does have flash, of course, but doesn't have to use it because he's just ejected from the whole situation. And Keen going to be able to get a demolish and possibly even grab himself a plate here as he decides not to farm up this wave underneath the turret, as that is a Dominus as BDD's moving in. Zeus is just going to explode, and Keen just casually walking up to set up that first blood.
Yeah, so Cuz doesn't actually get anything with that bottom side play, but he is able to identify, okay, T1's still interested on this, there's no roam up from Faker, and then they just send BDD
Ooh,
over
the
and say,
first
okay,
blood
cool,
happened.
take away some
How
of the
did
drag, and they
that
wanted to hold on to that.
happen?
We're gonna make a top side play happen, so for the first time in a while,
Oh yeah, the
Keen
BDD
is going to
rotated.
have a massive lead here in the top lane that Zeus was holding on to, obviously, especially in that second game. Now KT grouped up over here.
Yeah, Ignite going to be used here as Cuz trying to at least protect. I think he had an idea that Owner was moving over. There's a headbutt to get him out of there. Lehens has
Yeah,
the
they were
flash.
looking for
He's gonna
flashes.
once again get as much value out of Hex Flash as possible. You love to see it.
You love to see it. And once again, too, I mean, the Viego has level 6. You have to respect this. Unfortunately, a Flash going to be, you know, taken away here. Hex Flash still relevant, as you say, but not the fight they were looking for there. Just no damage, really, between Rel and Nocturne, or Nautilus, excuse me.
And what
Oh,
will
they're
he-
waiting.
Okay, Hook is going to connect here onto the level 5 Alistar, who is just
Yeah,
that is Amy
that
collecting
door,
his first
nicely
kills
done
again.
by
Great
KT.
setup, from Lehens. And
As I
Lehens
said,
not on, like,
with
Galio or something that doesn't
Rel
really do
being in
anything.
jungle,
He's
you
looking
need
way
to
better.
expect that
It's
all the
great.
time. That's it.
When they put him on
That's
the
what she's
Nautilus
about.
here, which was
She is
historically
not
been
gonna
one
do
of his
anything
great
else but
champions, he
camping
is
in
going
the
to be able
bush
to be
with
relevant,
her
all
as a
the
support would
time.
do in the bush in a
And,
bot lane.
aiming
So
also staying pretty relevant. Had a pretty massive
remember that,
CS lead
and you're
early.
good.
Oh, did get that early call. He's halfway through it.
Observe. Yeah, he's gone lethal tempo. This is on hit for the Varus. So Aiming's going to find a Chains of Corruption onto Gumayushi, who soaks a lot of damage, and he's
Can
feeling
they
pretty
get kin? I think
comfortable.
they can
That
get
is a
kin,
dead
yeah.
Crocodile that I'm observing, although Cud's going to move on over. BDD is in position, so it's a 2v2, but Faker's going to move on over as well. Crash down and Cuz gets out of there. And that should mean the Rift Herald is
nicely
going to
done.
be in
One
control
kill.
of T1, although
And Rift
10
Herald.
seconds and Keen can
And
teleport
Drake,
back.
so that would be nice, feels good if they can take the Herald as well on top of that. They shoot, there is a teleport. Haha.
Behind enemy lines, yeah, exactly.
Gorgeous.
He's gonna move in, does get the Buster shot onto
Oh,
two.
come
Cuz is able to-
on.
That is not going to get them anywhere near this, as Faker is now going to take
Yeah,
some damage.
Faker is gonna
BDD,
take
the
some
explosive charge
damage.
not quite going to be
Alright, is the third time the charm, KT? Is the third time the charm?
I don't know,
Let's
I think
see. Kerriang
Shelley's
is level
just gonna
6
lose interest
badly,
in
and
this
that's
whole
all.
situation. As Aiming with 0 mana and a Gumayushi lurking in this brush. He's going to dash out, does find the blade well under Aiming. I think he's going to be able to get underneath the turret.
Yeah, not
Gumayushi
enough
is gonna
damage yet.
sacrifice his bone plating for the next few.
Yeah. So, still a decent trade there, obviously, and knowing that Aiming didn't have Chains of Corruption is knowing that he's not
Yeah,
gonna be caught in
they
that
still
turret.
got Drake
And,
earlier, so you know,
B
you
is
can
gonna push this
give
wave,
away
and
the
yeah,
Herald.
they
That
will
was nice
finally,
try, but
third
there is
time
no
is
point
the
of
charm here,
forcing.
Take care of that Rift Herald, pick up the local gold, and we'll be able to pick up some additional gold for likely the Tristana here in mid. As BDD, despite not being able to help his teammates there on the top side, is putting a lot of pressure onto Faker and onto these
The game is like, you know, still either way. Everyone is just waiting and doing the right moves.
Here.
Yeah.
No, the lane is
But yeah, you mentioned the
pushed.
lethal tempo, and I think Aiming with this setup, this rune setup here, is going to be much more relevant than we were talking about.
Oh, there's a big old headbutt. Special delivery towards Owner is now Keen. Doesn't have flash because he can get the stun. Over the wall he goes with the dice, and the crash down is going to get
Oh,
Cuz
that
out of there.
was
Kinda beautifully played here as Faker.
unfortunate.
Taking a lot of damage. It is the real
Nice,
version,
nice
and he's going
sidestep.
to get him out of there. So,
Part 2?
yeah, mitigation of some of the danger.
Yeah, they can
Carrier
take the
just giving
plates.
up on
You
laning
wanna
alongside
stay?
Gumayushi.
They
He
still can
just
take the
wants to
plates.
help the rest of the map.
Look,
They
one
grab
plate.
themselves one plate. But right now, because it's pre-14, this turret is pretty durable. As Lahens is moving up, and now Carrier, he does have level 6.
Nice.
Lahens not so lucky on the experience mark.
Yeah, actually, Carrier just even drags
Very
him away
nicely.
from some experience up here.
Very
Looks like
nicely.
Keen will only lose a few of those minions, still has that CS lead. T1 not
But
successful
it's
there
looking
with the,
like
top side dive, but
Both teams
still
are trying to do
pretty
something
big advantage here in
because
terms
there is
of what
no
they were able to
objective.
set up. Look at
The
the
Drake is coming up,
gold
so
lead
we
here
will see
across
what's gonna happen
KT.
around the Drake. So
The big
far,
one, I think, really
so
being
good.
this
Both teams are
Tristana.
holding
Obviously,
nicely. Both teams,
Aiming has
you know,
had a
the
lot of
exchanges
success
that
finding
happened
his
just
own as
happened.
well on this Varus, but
As I said,
Tristana is
early
one that
game
kinda
doesn't
needs
matter
to be
much
ahead
when it
early
comes
to
to the
predict
kills.
as
It's
well.
all about
Obviously, with the
team
laning
fight.
phase, it's gone
The
really
first
well
team
for him
fight
so
will determine
far.
the team
There's
fight,
that
at least
first
4
shift
versus
being
4.
picked up, and I do wonder
The utilization
how
of
these fights are gonna
the
get won here for
wards
T1.
and the
I think a lot of it
TPs
is just gonna be
and
straight up around
Drakes.
these Pop Blossom setups,
Drake
and,
number 2,
you know,
counting
Faker is
Drakes.
obviously going to have
They
control
do
as
have
he
a
does now.
vision.
Yeah, Carrier moving into this brush as well. Breakable will well and truly available as T1 getting some control. There's the Hex flash forward. Carrier just demanding respect as he moves on in.
Zeus have a
Does get
TP,
that
Renekton
control
doesn't have a
into
TP,
this
so
pit. Piercing arrow going to be available. Let's see whether he can get any good damages. Yeah, Owner going to get taken down, but that's a big pop blossom from Faker. But still, you can see that Aiming is free hitting. Carrier dives on top of him, and Gumayushi is already.
I'm not sure what happened. The Zeus TP was so late. So late. I must say, I'm not sure why Zeus was waiting so long with the TP. He should be TPing like 5 seconds earlier or 6 seconds earlier. And not only, no, they took the Drake, so alright. At least they got that, but beside that, I was wah from T1 and a nice play from KT.
With the positioning of Aiming there, fantastic. So far away on the back line, hitting those piercing arrows from such a large distance, T1 just can't compete anymore with the health bars. Now look at Aiming's positioning here at the start of the fight. He's on
Or
the
Zeus was just thinking, you know, we are just taking Drake. Yeah, thank God Honor stayed and took the Drake, actually, you know. Kudos to him. I'm not sure why the team was fighting, because they were supposed to be just going back and take the Drake. and they just went in for no reason.
Oh wait, you guys gave me the kill? Thanks, friends. I had a rough time on the Ezreal, but on the Varus here, I'll take some money.
Yeah. And BDD smiling once again. They haven't been smiling so much in the last couple of games. And it is now approaching a 4,000 gold lead for KT.
Yes, it's looking very nicely for KT.
It was
All I want to see is the game. Thank you.
looking pretty doomed, honestly.
Yeah.
KT. They've decided to remind us that they're on their organization's largest win streak ever, and that they're actually pretty good.
Casters are swinged back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Does have Dominus here as owner and carrier not the most amount of danger for the Renekton to be in.
Not yet.
But it is gonna zone Keen
It's
away,
10th
so
level
picks up an extra plate
and
there, top side
8,
aiming.
6.
Also gonna
But
pick
yeah,
up
I
one
understand
here
that.
as they fall at 14, so Zeus and Amy
Zeus
trading
needs
place here on the
gold.
play. And for
Heart.
KT, they don't really have a strong cross map here. You know, a lot of resources committed. BD just lets Carrier walk back. Doesn't even try to buster shot him away or kill him. Bit of an oversight there, I guess. Just
Yeah,
not
but they are
expecting the
sacrificing
Cloud to walk
Samira.
back
I'm not
to
sure
bid
if
alone.
sacrificing Guma in
And the
that case
race here
is
for first priority is gonna go
worth
to
it.
KT. So that's at least in your favor, but I do think that T1 got a lot out of this play topside.
Whoa! They just knew he was there, I guess. Sometimes you throw a chain of corruption into a blade world that's in a brush. Did they know? How did they know? Did they watch him walk in there with the ward that they
No,
had
it's just
in
an
the lane?
instinct, you know. Sometimes you just do it just for fun. They knew that he needs to be somewhere. That was the most possible place, so they just took a chance.
They will be able to get him to flash, and that's another turret.
It's looking very nice for KT right now, you know. If T1 won't... Still, they have 2 Drakes. That's one thing that is still promising. But only that, so... If the good fight is not gonna happen soon, Guma needs at least 1 item because aiming is already on his item.
That could give them a little bit of a buffer, not necessarily
Faker
needing
needs
to worry
1
about the same
item.
level of, okay, BDD's over the wall. Gumiushi gonna get flashed on as he's just gonna explode. That is gonna be the reset, and BDD uses most of his health bar, but he's gonna pick up the solo kill. Faker's fake version of Faker is
As I said, they sacrificed Guma, and I don't think that's good. You pick Adekar, you gave him the last pick just to sacrifice the bot lane like that. Not fun.
Tristana was the answer here for KT all along after what we saw in game 1.
The best part is that they had the answer, and then they decided, let's try in this math test to instead, it says 2 plus 2.
Yeah, but this is, look, it's all about engage. They have like support for disengage.
Just to double check that that was the correct answer.
I mean, this Fed Tristana is a big problem. Aiming also significantly ahead. Looking for this flank here. Might have a false sense of security. As BDD coming over.
That's going to be a big knock-up. Oh my goodness, just into the bouncy castle is Ona, and he is just going to get last hit by BDD.
I'm not sure what T1 is doing at the moment. This is like looking tragically. They tried to do some, like, you know, I would say it's just about the draft, you know.
Extremely dire.
I said the Nico pick last game, you know, was the crucial not to take, and they took it this game for what? Because it worked once? Nah.
All visibilities, of course. Rocket jumps over the wall, puts all that damage in to get the first explosion of the charge. Buster shot through, and just one more auto gets the reset to jump back.
Over here, I thought that Honor is with someone. Honor is like, you know, face checking alone, and Keria is just alone. Over here, waiting, yeah.
And then Faker teleports into a completely different third location to try to set up for a pop blossom, and it's a very late teleport as well, so just kind of 3 different
You need to be
ideas
organized, you
here
cannot
for
just like, you know,
None of them coming
pop
up with
out of
anything.
nowhere. 6k gold for KT, and it's gonna be 5 games, probably. Let's see, the Drake. Yeah, I would probably do the same as a T1 right now. The Drake is more important. This is like their last hope of the chain. Yeah, the resets for Aatrox. Nice. Nice. Yes. Oh, they took the Drake. Come on, right now you need to kill them. You need to kill them, both of them.
And I think we may have called this one a little early as Kane dives in. Ona takes so much damage and is able to get the last stab on the crocodile. BDD dives in, but it's another
BDD.
And BDD is out of there. It's like, I
Yeah,
guess this
nicely,
game's
nicely done.
immortal.
Yeah,
they just
one
end up
Drake for
doing a
all those
teleport here.
kills.
BDD
This is
so
looking
close to
very
getting
good.
the first reset and getting like a
This
closer
is
kill
looking
here, 18
very
minutes, but it's
nicely.
not to be. And KT,
So I
they
am very
really
proud of what
had a ton
T1
of
was
control
able
going
to
into that fight,
achieve
but it was the
in this
Aatrox
last team
angle here,
fight.
that dust blade I was
Even
talking
though
about.
they
There's too many
didn't get
carries
Drake,
here for T1.
the
Here
team fight
comes
is huge. They
Viego,
didn't
and then
die.
Keria
No one
also
died.
headbutts Cuz
Like,
here, trying to actually
yeah,
get
engaged by
the engage
Nico.
set up for the smite
It
security.
was
He's
just for
so
one
far
person,
forward,
but
but takes
it
so
was
much
enough
damage.
because
BDD and aiming are hitting
that's
that crowd,
the
which allows
protection
Guma to take
card.
away a lot of these
In
health
case
bars.
of
Then
the
this
hands
chain
and
comes
look,
through, and that is all
he can
on
shoot them
BDD's
like
end.
ducks.
1, 2, 3. Root comes through from Faker, so BDD is out of luck here. We'll have to teleport back into the fight. Cuz secures the smite
Yeah,
here,
BDD
so
was
that's
lucky,
fortunate
very
for
lucky,
the
but
side of KT, and
they
they're
still,
hoping with the
over
BDD
here you knew
teleport
that
onto
they're
this
gonna get
ward,
them.
with all
It's
these
5
health
against 2,
bars,
doesn't
he'll
matter
get
that
some
they have
resets
full
here
HP.
and carry this fight, but
Zeus
T1
can go
way
in,
too quickly
Honor
before he
can
can
flash
reverse.
out,
And
bam,
once the
1 kill,
crocodile is
and then the
dead,
reset
BDD
comes,
just
yeah,
shows up to leave.
it's just done.
Yeah, and the headbutt immediately onto BDD just says, nope, you are not participating in this one. We're going to kill your friend, and then you're going to leave. And that is precisely what happened. And KT in that moment had about a 6,000 gold lead.
Right now
So
it's
you can see
about
there is
4.
a little bit of a dip at this point. Not exactly
Come on.
massive. It's a fight over a
It
Drake.
needs
It's
to
not like
be
a Baron
next
is stolen
Baron
away or
and
something
Drake
like
for
that.
T1 to
Imagine
get them back
that
in
has
the
put
game,
some
but
fear
the
into
team
KT.
fight was
And
looking
I swear,
promising, you
like,
know, I'm
when
not gonna
Carrier
say.
is on, he is just so good.
The
His
engage
Alistar, I
is
think it might
in
need
case
to be
better, you
KT
know,
that's
if
banning
Nico
Drake if
and
they do make it through game
Keria
one.
and
Yeah,
Guma
if
can
they
collapse
do,
together,
They still have a
and
pretty
then
nice
Honor
lead.
can
They're in a
get
pretty good position
resets on
here,
the other
but
team.
that last fight gives you hope that maybe T1
It will
could,
happen.
if you're a T1 fan, close this one out early.
The BDD is coming.
Nearly walking into danger with Cuz here at his side, but decides there's no reason to go up there and push for this. I'll just let the wave come to me. No reason to take any unnecessary risks at this point. As the first
Yeah, it was
Drake
like
of the
cheeky move.
game is the
They
one that
tried,
Cuz secures
you know,
there for KT.
excuse me,
If the
KT
T1
is
gets
doing that all the
absol
time,
finish
so
and
I
the
don't
game
think
gets warped,
they would
very
expect
possibly
other
it's
team
a
to
fantastic soul
be
for T1's composition
like doing
here.
the same
There's
cheeky moves.
Aatrox, the Nico, Samira, Viego, it's like literally all of their champions get huge value out of it. The same can be said of some of KT's champions, but it's a long way away before they end up getting soul. T1 really would have had a fantastic feeling after getting that fight.
Yeah, let's
in
get the
Drake,
customers
but they weren't able to
moments.
secure the Drake,
Let
so
them
that at
speak.
least gives KT a little bit more
My
peace of
voice
mind
need to rest
here.
is like
Yeah, I think,
third
gives
day
them
in a
lot
row.
of
I'm like, you
pause
know,
as well,
talking,
because T1
talking
being able to so
all the games long.
handily dispatch
My
of them
voice
in
has
that
not get
fight
used to that, you know,
is
in
really
last
going to
month,
probably
I would
make them
say.
tax
I had
themselves.
like a month
And
break
aiming,
from talking.
this is the
So,
AP
Banter,
variety. Probably the on-hit
Banter.
AP variety is probably just going to pretend to be Kai'Sa in this one, I would assume. Could just be a Rage Blade coming in. Could also be the
Yeah,
Red
it's
Ranger,
gonna be
but
about
that was
Drake.
nerfed a lot more. The explosion damage
But-
of the Blighted Quiver.
Sorry,
was
T1
nerfed when the
needs
on-hit was
next
actually buffed
Drake.
A little bit, when Barrets got changed, so just a little bit of a
T1
readjustment
really
where the
needs
power level
next Drake
has lied.
for dreams
It's a
to
good
come
point that you bring
true.
that up. We'll see what he does end up going with, but right now still, sitting on these two really impactful items in this mid game is going to be great with BDD still being 4-0 and 2. Like, he didn't die, they didn't get that shutdown on
Yeah.
his Tristana. He's a threat
Remember
in the
that
side lane.
they do
So
not
the
have
next few
substantial
team fights are
AP
really going to be where
damage,
T1 need to make
so
those final stands
T1
for
will
into a
stack
really
eventually
strong
armor look,
definitive
even
advantage,
Faker
because
going
Faker was
for
able to set up
second
for a few
item
pop-offs
Zonia,
in
which
this
would be
game
quite
where they just
natural
pushed
on
out
Nico
by his
anyhow,
Tristana side
but
lane,
it's
and
gonna
there's a
help
lot of
him
vision by
substantially.
holding these walls, these choke points. It's really hard for Faker to actually make an impact in these fights. He's pretty low economy, 0, 2, and 3.
Yeah, even
Trying to
Viego
build towards the
with
Zonias. He knows
boots,
he's an R button,
Aatrox
and that's what
boots,
he's gonna be in this game.
Samira's
That's why I was
boots.
saying he's not the carry, but I didn't know he was gonna
It's
have this low
all
econ to be dealing with.
anti
He obviously
armor
pop and
and
off.
anti
Let's see
AD.
how T1
Excuse
chooses
me,
this next fight.
anti
They
AD
have the
damage.
luxury with a 2 Drake
Excuse
lead
me,
to
mom.
simply give this one
My
up,
hands are
and that
resting,
might
so
just
I
be the play
couldn't
here, but this,
cover
Samira, she's
my
not getting any
yawning face.
No,
But I
and,
must say, you know what's the
with the
reason
Duskblade, you do have
to
a
cover
little
your
bit of
face while you
added
yawn?
longevity, but he's probably
Besides,
still
that
gonna be
is
building towards
nice
better
to
things
do
like
so,
this.
right? Not to show
And
your
so a little bit more of an early game
whole
focus
interior of your
usually has
mouth.
looked pretty good.
The other
And
reason
as
is when
a,
you
like,
open the mouth voluntarily and close
secondary
your eyes,
threat
someone can
more
just
than
stick
just,
the
like, the
finger
main
in your
character
mouth
as far
and
as damage dealing
it
is concerned.
disperses
I
the
think
wonderful
feels a
feeling
lot
of
better to
yawning
be a
in a
Samira
second.
this game when you
So,
have the Viego, when you
that's the
have,
second reason
the
for covering.
Aatrox, and you can just sort
Besides
of say,
being
like,
nice.
remember me, and then dive into the fight.
And we have a Drake. Drake is coming live now. Let's see what team's gonna do. Let me take a sip so my voice can operate nicely over that fight.
That's all you need, as we saw in that last break fight. Now KT have control here. See if Faker can actually force his way in.
Let's see what's gonna happen.
He's over the wall here, but there is a ward.
Edge of night
They
being
should
done here
have
for
taken
Zeus as well, who's working
it.
in that flank angle. Kane also over the wall is going to wander over this ward as Gumayushi in the back of the pit. Carrier is going to get hooked by Lahens. They want that headbutt on cooldown before they go for any sort of engage. As Faker looking for an angle. There's a
Oh my god! But yeah, the explode. But look, the explosion after that. What the heck?
Remember me now, Wolf. I think it's the top lane.
Yeah.
He's hunting them down.
The ult was nice, but it was expected. And look, they just got re-engaged with cars. This Rel is just waiting to, you know. I must say, this is very, very sad for T1. They didn't have damage. Yeah, Faker's engage was brilliant. If he would have a Zonya, maybe it would work better. Let's see, like, the whole fight. But they were expecting it. They knew already he's not like carrier, right? So he's just walking in. Bam. He's in. They took BDD, but that's it. Yeah. They took BDD, that's it.
Is super big here, and of course with the empowered E, he's going to rip through those health bars insanely heavily. Actually uses the Q there as well to get a massive heal, and over here Carrier looks like he's dead.
Yeah, he is very dead.
Yeah, it's gonna be a game for KT at this point. I don't see T1 coming back from that, unless they can pull something miraculous.
But KT, all they were thinking about was a headbutt cooldown so that Cuz could press Magnet Storm, and then everyone dies to the blender that is Keen. See whether they can figure it out yet again, as now Cuz looking for even more. Faker and Ona now running away from this pit as Zeus at full health.
Yeah, this is looking actually not bad because Carrier can come back.
Because unless there is a really nice cross setup for the Aatrox, I mean, Guma doesn't do that much damage at this point, unfortunately, and Faker certainly does not. So if you get Pop Blossom,
Carrier will be back for the end of the fight, so...
Pop Blossom is down for this fight. Zeus on the flank.
Oh, Ona, can he get in there? I don't think he's going to be able to, but can they actually win a fight afterwards? It's not a great Pop Blossom as now Zeus looking for that flank angle like you were talking about. He's found aiming, but aiming finds a stopwatch and Gumayushi dives in.
Come on, T1, yeah, this is just this chance. I don't think they have another one. Yeah, the Keen is just like, you know, huge. It's just Keen winning that fight. Look. It's just because they gave him the early advantage and that's it. Yeah, Aatrox was not a match for that. KT coming alive, but it's not as decisive as Clean. It is not, I must say. T1 was not doing that properly. I believe that this was like, you know, if you disengage, yeah, just give away Nico pick, it sucks. Yeah, and over here, Carrier shouldn't be hunting that badly in those brushes. He should be going around. It's much more value when Faker is around, so... Yeah, but the flank is in aiming, then he needs to swap to... Yeah, if BDD would die here, there is a chance, but they grouped up, look. They need to kill aiming and they couldn't kill aiming. The end.
So good here, and Keen, he's popping off Atlas. We might be going to Silver Scrapes here.
This is, I guess it's foretold, Wolf. I don't know.
I hope that T1 will have a blue side in game number 5. I really hope, because the blue side is a substantial factor for winning. I must say. Let's not lie. KT won both games on the blue side. T1 won one on the blue, one on the red, so they are kind of ahead. Let's not forget about that the blue side will be for T1 in the game 5.
Even if KT are the team that are extraordinarily far ahead, as far as standings are concerned, they're always going to give us an entertaining series.
Yeah, the same they did, of course, in the spring season, as you've already discussed many times. I think the gap between the teams...
So at this point, I think we can just slowly wait for the game to be ended.
Not in this game. Faker marching in as the... Okay, never mind. Cuz is going to catch him out with a Magnet Storm. The tower is going to fall down first. decent snare there as Cuz able to
No,
get
it's
himself
not
out.
decent
And
until
Keen,
2 members are dead.
it seems like he's unkillable now, but Zeus, he's going to try and prove us wrong. His Edge of Night is going to get popped as this inhibitor in trouble. Big teleport angle as Faker is looking for it, but KT, they just back all the way out.
He has flash.
They
for
need
the
to take the
engage as well,
Drake.
but he's just a bit too far away. KT very aware of this possibility. Now just going to chase down Zeus.
Yeah, Cuz is cantering on his pants right now, looking for the angle. And Zeus, he's got GA. This is actually massive. If they're able to catch him out, because it's a lot of resources that are then going to be used up. He's going to pop the World Ender. Is the rest of T1 going to be able to turn up in time? Is
No,
the
he's
question.
dead.
As he's down to the GA now.
The
and
game
T1,
is down.
they can't
This is
even
GG.
get there. They can't
I
even
could
save
probably
him.
even
Hook is
stop
gonna come
casting at this
through,
point. It's looking
and
like
Zeus
clearly.
will be taken down. A teleport now.
No.
What?
Just going to try to end here. The rest of T1 caught in mid.
Yeah, I guess so. But PDD, he was like, maybe I could give you a GA back. Because that was very
Yeah, that was optimistic, especially when you consider that even if Keen teleports in there, I mean, everybody's back up, and no one could deny the backs in mid. Maybe a bit of miscommunication there. With a vision toggle for a second, looked like maybe it was one of those patented T1 moments where Zeus, he's got GA, and he's gonna buy a bunch of time, and then Faker's gonna show up, and maybe T1 miraculously win that fight. Instead, they leave him out to dry and push mid instead, grabbing that.
Yeah, right
turret.
now they are
There's a
just
little
can
bit of
slowly
going
wait
back,
for
but
the game to
T1
be ended.
still massively
They
behind,
won't
and
be
the
able to
streak
do
is
anything.
live. KT still have choke point control. Yes, speedy down the teleport here, but I don't know if that's really gonna change too much of
Miraculous.
the state of the game here. Soul point and all of that additional movement speed here for these champions that are just running T1 off the
Yeah,
bat.
see,
And
for a
I've
mid
got a theory.
laner, look at the damage. That's
I have
not
a
much
feeling
damage.
that
It's all
aiming
about
is
Snare
gone
with
for
Nico,
this,
you know.
like, basically
I'm not
just
even
the
sure if
elite
Nico is
Paris
mid
build,
laner,
but it's not
honestly.
actually
For
because
me,
of
she
that.
was
It's 'cause he
released
wants
as
to play
AD
Kai'Sa.
carry, kind of the
So it's
AP
just
carry,
like,
AD carry,
find me an
but
AD carry, and thankfully,
why
Mr. Freak
AD
gave
carry
all
would
of the
have
AD
a
carries, AP
snare
ratios. Varus already had his on his
based
blinded
on AP
quiver and stuff
damage,
like
right?
that. Sure, it was
So
nerfed, but he can build the same items.
they
He's
will
feeling
build it
extremely
her,
comfortable now.
and
Yeah,
the
he certainly
only
is, and
advantage
he's
you
doing
have
a
with
lot of
Nico
push
is
while
that
also doing a lot of
you're gonna
boom
go
boom
as a
when he's
different
getting the
champion, and
auto
until
attack
you
too.
will
Hey,
use
it's
your
the same
abilities, they
champ. It's
won't
the
know
same
if you
champ.
are you or you are
He's,
not.
you can't ult on people. Edge might be caught. I don't know
At
about
some
this.
point, it's just clear
Cloudrift
that the
is gonna
engage is
help
gonna
him
come,
out
and you
there.
can
They're gonna
counter
look
it
for the
on a
re-engage.
million
It's gonna be a great
times.
position as Keen is gonna flash on top of Gumayushi. He's gonna try and get out of there. The pop blossom's massive. Everyone is just bouncing around as BDD's gonna get knocked off. Gumayushi gets the
No,
air
it's
strikes, but
GG.
immediately he's gonna go
Not
down
enough
because
damage,
it's
not
a
enough damage.
triple for BDD. Maybe the
That's
quadruple.
no damage, that's a GG.
The locks that one down.
Well done.
Cue the Silver Scrapes Wolf. This one's going the distance.
Well done, KT, congratulations. That was a nice win. Let's see what's gonna happen in game number 5. At this point, we are going into game number 5. Guys, I really need to go away for a moment, so we'll be back after a break, and we're gonna go into game number 5. Yeah, that's a series that we want. All the fans always want a 5er, so there's lots of games